Oh, I'm here to play more of this. Oh god, hold up. Coughing. I'm here to play more of this idiotic video game. What is this? Nobody likes this. I was actually gonna stream Flash games of Puku, but I had to like go out the whole day, so when I came back, he was preoccupied, so here's this. Yay! Where is it? Yeah, I'm still a little sick. I'm still a little nasty. I got like the last time that I streamed this, I already had like the start of sore throat, and it only got worse like yesterday, and still that's why I didn't stream. And now, ew! And now I fixed it. Ow! I bit my tongue. I'm stupid. Wow. This is right. This is a new save file. A new save file that is specifically like engineered to have the 5 win streak. That win streak's not real. That's fake. That's not real. I merely cheated it in. Just because I don't want to care about this fucking win streak thing. That's extremely annoying. I think that's the only thing in the game that requires that. Like, it's the only achievement that requires a win streak thing. But I will have to like essentially redo all the previous unlocks that I did on that other save file now. So that's cool. Wait, let me make the game full priority, cool, fully coolly. I really hate that Java's just like open 24/7 on my fucking computer now, because I downloaded it to like extract, what's it called, Flash files. It's pretty bad. Wow, what a cool room. Ooh. These enemies suck ass. I think, is this the reason that I like did this all on a new save file is because originally I was just gonna like do the 5 win streak using normal mode with the characters before. Oh cool. Before everything sucks like unlocked in the game. Ew. But I got bored, so I just like got the win streak through devious means, and now I can just play the game normally, which is to say, you know, restarting until I get a good item at the start, and then like play the game, because like it's not fun, because the video game sucks ass. Oh good, this is the aiming is still scuffed. This setup that I have for the controls is still far from good. It's not good. Oh, my nose. I'm gonna like do my best impression of grapefruit today and like sniffle and like die all stream and like mute to go like snort and blow my nose. It'll be cool. Everyone likes that. And every single time I do it, I'll say like, I'm sorry, my nose. It'll be cool. Trust me. Belittle me for the streamer that I am. Ah. You know what? It's really fucked up. When I was like the very brief amount of time that I was playing Eugenics, wow, this song was getting a little like sickening when I was like doing all of the alley stuff. It's just the roguelike first level like curse. I like Diptera Sonata from, you know, Rebirth, but it's just like you listen to it so fucking like often that it becomes like bad. It's a bad song at this point. Eating Rats is still like not that Eating Rats is still not that bad to me, because Mutagenics, at least you can start like, you know, you can start in like the desert or the alley or the like 3rd act one. Like you can, it's not like this or Spelunky where you have to play the whole game in one go. Like the game's sort of divided in like bits. So if you don't want to keep hearing Eating Rats, you don't really have to, which is good. That's actually one of the very few things that I think are like very clever in Eugenics. It's like the fact that the progression in it isn't full fucking penis roguelike, where you gotta go through you know, like every single world in the game in one go, like, you know, like in Isaac, it's like basement, caves, depths, blah 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 blah. Eugenics, it can be alley, caves, or alley, sewer and caves, or it can be desert and bunker and whatnot. That's a good way. Wow, that's a good way to do it. That's like better than this, because this just, again, this just makes you like hate the start of the game, because it's like every time you're done with like a cool, or like every time you're done with a cool run, you're back to this boring shit. Or you were doing, you know, like a half good run and you die, and it's like you're back to these like shitty little tears in this boring first world, and the boring first world music. It's unfortunate. It's just the nature of roguelikes. It's just like that. That's all to say. Good. That's all to say that Mugenics avoids that somehow, and that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool of it. I'm gonna blow my nose again. Feels like it got worse. Like my nose wasn't this bad. My nose wasn't bad at all for the whole time that I had the sore throat. It was just when the sore throat like subsided that my nose started getting bad. Oh, weird. Okay. I already forget playing this off stream is really the reason that I'm even playing it on stream is because playing it off stream is like such an arduous fucking task, because it's such a boring little game. If I'm not streaming it and sort of, you know, like, oh good, if I'm not streaming it and like, you know, playing the Isaac YouTuber where I do the funny little things, such a boring game. I really wish this is really a Pikmin kind of situation where like, in theory, I know how to play this game and like I really want to like be able to play it, but it's so fucking unengaging at all, like at every turn. So like trying to play this while watching like background noise is very difficult because I get bored of it. Ow. And why am I playing? If I hate it, nothing else to play. Nothing. At zero. Absolutely fucking not a single thing. And that's sad. It's really sad seeing Puku play Slime Rancher 2, which actually looks pretty cool. And I'm stuck with this garbage. Let me blow my nose again. I was gonna make a chocolate milk like before doing the stream, but I forgot. And now I'm left without chocolate and without fun. Fuck. It's alright. Alright. That thing that I got, Dingo, that's an awful first boss to get. Dingo is like one of the, probably the worst. I don't know, I'm kind of like torn between Dingo or like Baby Plum as the worst first like basement boss of the game. Because like when your tears are still shitty, like, you know, from the game just having started, Dingo is like a very fucking powerful foe. Like, again, it's just that thing where the enemies in this game that like can dash directly into you are awful. Like, it's just not good. I don't remember the name, but that other boss in the caves, which is like a big like pile of meat, it's one of the it's one of the, I don't remember what it's called. It's one of the like, not the pile. What is it called? It's like the little like mass of guts that was originally gonna be like a bunch of dead kids. It's the tinier version of that in the caves that like jumps and shoots projectiles all around it and also like dashes into your direction. That boss is fucking awful. Whatever it's called. Like, it's just the dash attack. It's like predictive. Like, it can actually just like dash directly where you are and you're never fast enough to dodge it. It's quite bad. Gertie Jr. or some shit. I think Gertie Jr. It's really bad. Terrible. Hello Dr. Dan. Hello Sadie. What's up? Welcome to the stream. How's it doing? You gave up on the TF2 map? It was a map? I thought you were trying to make an item or something. This would like, cold water just flowed through my leg. This will likely be the shortest fucking Isaac ever. Cause like, it's late and it's Isaac. So, you know, I spent most of my day at the little trans care like clinic, like getting a new dosage of little pills. So that's pretty cool. It took like, I want to say like, let's see, went there like 3-ish p.m. Like it was exactly 3 p.m. or like 3:20 p.m. and we came back, it was like 10 p.m. So like 4 hours, 3. I'm not gonna do math, dude. I'm playing Isaac, but it was a long time, and it was needlessly, like, even once we got there, it was like needlessly, you know, weighty. I don't know what the fuck they do there all day. It's like there's barely anyone around there. Like there's barely anyone in the waiting room for the little like trends, you know, like help stuff. And yeah, they always take really like maybe at least like 40 minutes more. Like the appointment was for like a specific time of day. It was like around like probably an hour to like 40 minutes after that time had passed, the time appointed. So like I don't know what the fuck they do there all day. What is this? Creep deals. Wow, that's bad. Blow my nose. Blow my nose. Blow my nose. Blow my nose. Hello, what's up? Welcome. Are these Isaac streams a form of self-harm? I don't know. I went to like do, you know, like HRT, like business today, so I guess this is a very trans activity. The cat is meowing. Annoying little thing. Oh my god. These are fast. Jesus. Laser shots are fast. Okay. Okay. Wow, my donation. Oh yeah, it is empty. Right. It's real. It's really real. Pretty bad. It's not. Ow, my eye! I just poked my eye. It's not your first time trying to make a TF2 map. The hammer is tiresome. What is the hammer? You said that. That's what made me think it was an item, like a hammer item. What is the hammer? I don't know. I don't know what that is. That scares me. I don't know. I'm scared. Wow. Can you stop a little? What? Okay. Cool fucking like seller you got there, dude. 1 minute? 1 second? One like. I muted like the whole game because my mute shortcut mutes the game and me. So, you know, yeah. Alright. I just closed my window. What was I gonna say? It's bad. The level editor. Ah. I see. Why is Isaac red? You ever notice how, like, Isaac looks very tinted red today? He looks like Jabroni Mike a little bit. Weird. Really, like, it really fucking cracks me up that there's an enemy in this game. You know, there's this enemy, the Gaper. Then in the fucking, like, corpse, in, like, you know, the, like, final route, there's an enemy that's called Gaper level 2 or some shit. Which is, like, it's such a generic, like, way. It's like, it is a Gaper, like, it is a variation of the enemy, but just calling it level 2 is, like, really humorous to me, because, like, that's not very descriptive at all of like, I don't know. I guess it is kind of descriptive. It is essentially just like the regular Gaper. It just like walks at you, but like really stupid. Red for an amazing reason. I don't know. Is it Aquarius that made him look like that? I don't think so. So Aquarius just makes him like watery, like on the pants or something. That's what it seems like. Ew. No bombs, huh? That's cool. I have a lot of heart. Oh. Oh, cool. I actually like cunt. I actually like cunt. What is this? No, it is good. I got really confused by that stupid... What a dog shit mechanic. Get it out of the game. What is this? Poop! Get rid of it! Yeah, sure, man. Sure. I hate double deals, but... You know. Hammer is the thing you use to make maps of Source games. Half-Life 2, Team Fortress 2 is SARS? I guess it's like SARS 2 or some shit, right? Oh, god damn it. Okay. Rocks music, rocks, rockin', rock. Oh my god. You like the name because it's picturing the enemy as an improved version, despite it being a nasty cretin that falls apart when hit. It just feels like they didn't have any like ideas, like, I don't know, call it the Rotter or some shit. It's like, you know, all the enemies in this game, like the variations, they have dumb little edgy names. But for that one, they were just like, yeah, Gaper level 2, sure. God damn it. Oh. Aug. Come on. Hello? Alright. The only non-SARS game they made was Lab for VR. How about what is it? Liberal. What about Half-Life Alyx? That's VR too. How's that? Apparently, I didn't know Half-Life Alyx was called Alyx like that because, like, no matter how fucking hard the game developers tried to drill into the player's brain that they were playing as Alyx from Half-Life, they would not, like, stick with that. They would not remember that whatsoever. So they put Alyx in the name to, like, really make people remember. That's really funny. That's like a brain dead, you know, playtester moment. That's pretty cool. It's awesome. Dawson. Shane Dawson. Oh. Fun room. Lovely shit. Yum yum yum. Why are their cycles fucking unsynced? What is this? Okay. Ah. I'm cosplaying a little rat right now, sniffing around for cheese. My mom, I don't know what the fuck she when I asked her, where did you learn to do this, she just said like guess, and I was like, the internet, which I guess it was right, but she did it a little thing to multiply our cheese, which is she melted it down on the stove and then put butter and milk in it and like mixed it and hardened it again in the fridge to make it into like a gross little weird cream cheese and give it quote-unquote more mass and multiply it. Which, like, huh? What? Huh? What do you mean that? You can't, that's not how that works. And yeah, it's in the fridge. I ate like a tiny little like bit of it and it seemed not great, so I'm probably not gonna eat the rest of that. But that's pretty cool. Life hack. She probably found it in like fucking like awesome life hacks on like Facebook, which is cool. Yeah, they're very cool. Very cool. Oh my god. Oh. Cool. Cool. See, I like that item. I like that thing, that active little thing or whatever. Guess what? Very insufferable. Infinite chocolate. No cheese. Yeah, I don't know about the scientific like ramifications of that, of multiplying cheese. That seems not real, to be very frank. But I mean, if she likes it, if she eats it, then it's not a complete waste. I most likely won't. Oh, ooh. All right. Oh, okay. I guess like, nice. Let a fucking. What is the point of that fucking deal? Oh. This music almost makes me miss Mugenics. Miss. Almost. Miss Mugenics. That's what I was called the other day in a YouTube comment that I made on like the Mugenics soundtrack. Someone called me Mrs. Mugenics because I had a lot of comments on the Mugenics tracks. It's really cool. That's yeah. Wow, no keys this run. I've noticed now. That's different. That's new. That's a new thing that like the game's trying out, is give you no bombs whatsoever. Like, see what happens with that. That's cool. I like that. Okay, it spin. What is like... Is this a new... Wow. Is this a new thing? Like, is this a thing in this game now where, like, always in the cave? Always in, like, the... Like, I don't know, first level of the caves, the boss is, like, a long room with 2 regular enemies in it? Are you 2 regular, or, like, you know, like, 2 bosses in one room, but they're weaker bosses? When did that start? I don't remember there being a thing in this game whatsoever, and now it's like been in so many runs. It's annoying. It's not good. Okay. Pretty cool. Honestly, I'm not even like that sad about like the lack of devil deals, because they're devil deals. Who likes them? You would kill yourself if you recall that. It does feel a little weird that like I don't know, you know, the aspect that I like so much of Mugenics is the music, and like I've commented in all those tracks saying like how cool they are, but like that would give the impression that I'm like a big fan of that game, I guess, which I'm not. I played it. It's awful in so many regards. It's fun, but it's awful. And like I'm really not like super crazy about it. The same way that I'm not really super crazy about this game, I guess. But you know, it's not like Isaac music I'm like that into, which Mugen just has this one facet that's really fascinating. I don't know. I give up on any like devil chance, angel chance. This run sucks. What is this shit? Just tiny little tears, fucking Pisces or whatever the fuck. So many of the planetary items in this are dog shit, boring, fucking nothing. Give me Terra or something. Like, give me something fun. Anything to make this game like not feel like a chore. Like, again, these regular tears in this game are a chore. Playing the game with these is like the chore that you gotta go through to get like Brimstone and like you know, Sacred Heart and all of the like, or Tri-Sage and all the cool effects in the game that make the combat a mild amount of like satisfying. And even then, barely, because the dodging is dog shit, because the game controls like ass. Like, it's like so bad. There should be like a mandatory tears modifier at like floor 2 or something in this game to always give you something actually fun. Oh shit. Cool. Oh, finally a fucking key. Cool. Did I even get the... I didn't get the item room last... No, I did get the item room. That's fine. Never mind. Might as well not have, though, because, like, so few keys. What is this? What are these cool physics? Look at how these... Look at how these enemies move. What the fuck? How do they want me to do anything about this? That's what I'm talking about with, like, the way that this game controls and the layout of rooms and how cramped it is. It's so bad. It's just so shit. There's like a trillion rooms in this game, and so many are just like unplayable. It's crazy. Why? Must be up. Oh yeah, the new wound. The one thing that I took from that new wound teaser is that the music is like finally good. There's finally a wound track that's like worth a damn. Oh good. That post Elvis song was quite good. Whereas for some reason Sauceman and Sauceman and Classy Jiro's music for that game previously, you know, like shown, I really wasn't very into at all. So like that's cool. The game also, you know, the sprite work looks cool. I don't know about the gameplay, but it looks cool. Wow, what the fuck? Kind of want to donate now a little bit. Oh, good. Well, I'm dying. Have you noticed that I'm dying? I'm dying. Huh. Isaac bed without supper challenge. I don't even remember what that's in context, so it's just a funny sentence. Ah. There was I'm trying not to like sound There's a very pretty trans person in the little clinic today, and like she, I guess, my grandma like talked to her, and not me. She was like dressed really well. I wanted to like say like nice clothes, but I'm like definitely afraid of like human interaction, and you know, she was just like waiting there in the waiting room, same as me. But like when I got called in, like I went with like my grandma because she like knows all the ins and outs of like town, and you know, she was like waiting in the waiting room with me. And when I come back from like, you know, the actual little like appointment, like getting my little like dosage and shit, I come back to my grandma like talking to that person, like they're just having a conversation. I was like, wow, I really cannot like, you cannot like leave like both my grandparents like do this, but it also extends to just kind of like old people in general, I guess. It's like you can't leave an old person 1 second like alone in a room and they'll start a conversation with someone else. And I thought it was funny. It was like, it was a nice peaceful moment. Oh good. Yeah, it was neat. I really like, I really I would like to like know more like trans people and, you know, just like I guess people in real life more, but I'm really like deathly shy. I really cannot speak unless spoken to like out there. I will speak if spoken to, you know. I'm pretty like, I feel like I'm pretty polite with like outside people, but I can't engage. Like I can't be the one that engages. Too scared. Oh good. Not the worst, I guess. Just like get rid of this shitty item. I used this item once. It was bad. Pretty shit. Alright. Nope. Oh, I should have seen what I was fighting first. Ah, whatever. It's like a charge thing. It's not like the devil. It's fine. This is Judas's item, isn't it? Oh, good. Yeah, I'm not really all about that. Like no damage biz. Yeah, okay. That run is boring. It was boring. It was boring. Don't worry, I'm approaching your location at rapid speed. You're not a trans person. Must wonder how Isaac will feel after playing Eugenics for 100 hours. The game's special to you, but in retrospect, it's nasty work. It is kind of nasty work. Again, I liked the what's it called? I like the im-siminess of Mugenics, like the way that like enemy attacks and your attacks sort of like they all play by like the same rules. Like an enemy can inflict with like a super fucking like AIDS that like eats away at you every turn, but also if you play right, you can like you can reflect the super AIDS to the enemy and they like insta die. And you know, it's like the thing where like if you have a cleric that has rebuke or whatever, and Hitler kills one of his clones for 999 damage, you can rebuke Hitler and he will die because he's taking 999 damage. That's very im-simmy, you know, in the grapefruit sense of the word, I guess. I don't actually know what an im-sim is, and I don't care. That term, I really don't know what's the obsession of that term, especially with grapefruit. But like, I understand what it's supposed to mean, and like, in my head, Mugenics is very im-simmy. That's why I feel like Grapefruit would like that game, even though I feel like he probably would be frustrated by how annoying it is. That's the fun part of the game, but also it's why the game sucks ass. And then also, you know, the cat breeding is like absolute fucking cockles. And many other things, you know, we shan't get into this. Yes, you are. Yes, you are, for the beat, of course. Blow my nose. Im-simmy. I really like that thing you said, Lua, that like, I really like just seeing the like out of context. Like I had just woke up or like got into the computer or something and I just saw you saying Grapefruit really be calling everything an im-sim these days. I thought that was really funny. It's pretty true. He's fucking obsessed with that term, and it means almost nothing at this point, just almost. But yeah, you know, like Spelunky is im-simmy, Mosalina is very im-simmy. Eugenics, he says this game is im-sim-esque, but I don't really know about that actually, like replaying this game again. I'm not like too certain. It has like elements, but I feel like it's very like the way to like, I don't know, it's like, you know, like im-sim, oh, im-sim is when like you use a box to like solve a puzzle or whatever. You stack boxes to solve a puzzle. I feel like Im Sim is when you can like turn an enemy's attacks like against themselves, like because of the game's rules, like really hard. Like again, the shit like that's gonna be my like my top like metric for Im Siminess is the Hitler 2 rebuke thing, rebuttal or whatever thing, where like you can insta like destroy him if you have this one very specific little interaction in the game because of the way that it's like, you know, made. What an annoying video game. What a terrible dog shit thing. Another reason that I like Mugenics a lot more than this game, which I do, like I'm playing this now, but I like Mugenics like quite a bit more than this game. Like it's not even funny. You know, both are annoying, but this game controls like hot fucking garbage. This game controls really, really bad. I cannot stress enough how like badly Isaac controls. And so like you gotta, you know, get through like the ass controls of this game to get into the like synergy and, you know, roguelike items bullshit of it, which is the fun part. Mugenics is like a turn-based game. It's like it gets boring, you know, like waiting for like sort of like evil, like you know, like enemies that spawn a bunch of little ads and shit. It gets annoying having to like wait for the enemies to take like 15 turns and shit, but like I much prefer that to like having to go through like this like shitty fucking like sloppy action gameplay to get to the Im Simi shit. Like I like that Mugenics is like a boring like turn-based, very standstill, you know, like just like it being a strategy game first, beyond like everything, you know, there's no real action, it's just like thought. It makes it fun to like experiment. This game, there's no fucking room to experiment with your synergies because like it's like primarily like a bullet hell, you know, like a game where you're supposed to like be performing well at dodging the little things, which gets really hard when your controls are fucking awful, you know? Ugh. But like, yeah, even though you know I'm not playing it now because like it takes too long, too annoying, and I don't have it on Steam, I'm not playing Mugenics anymore. Also, I'm waiting for a mod to like patch in like a specific little bit of quality of life for that game. That's specifically why I stopped playing it. Even though I'm not playing it right now, I like that game way more than this game. Even though that game is like just as like putrid in like the RNG and like annoying shitty fucking like NES hard design that Edwin Macmillan loves. It's way better than this, like by a lot. Ow. Makes this game look like tripe in comparison. Even though, you know, that game is like tripe in its own way. Again, if that game didn't have the cat breeding, I feel like I would be able to stand it. Like, it's like, it's a matter that this, I think Isaac is easier to play than that, but like, it's more insufferable to me. That game is harder to play because like, you gotta be fucking thinking about the little D&D, like cat breeding sim. It just makes it more long-winded and stupid. But like, when you're actually in the little field and like, you know, doing the like turn-based, when you're actually doing the tactical like RPG shit, it's way more engaging to me than anything this game has to offer in the gameplay department. I don't consider the cat breeding to be even gameplay in Mugenics. I don't know what the fuck that is. Chores, I guess, virtual chores, because like that's what video games have to be, a fucking list of chores. The breeding is really like terrible and like not good. But like, again, the actual gameplay of Mugenics is pretty good, even though it does get very insufferable. And like, you know, you can't like reset and shit. Yeah. You told Grapefruit to play this neat little imp sim called Hello Neighbor, and he responded by calling me... Really? He did that? That's fucked up. You know, that guy really treats his fans like with not the due respect that they deserve, and it's not okay. He can't keep getting away with that, frankly. I guess fucking Hello Neighbor would be an imp sim. You can stack boxes and win. Like, by the definition that stupid, like, Twitter discourse people, like, you know, the way that, like, annoying people online describe imp sims, that would be an imp sim. That is within the parameters, actually. Oh, man. Wound is general more 90s tone and aesthetic than Pizza Tower, which you're excited for. I mean, Pizza Tower was pretty 90s, I feel. It was like quite there. I guess kind of people see it as kind of like 2000s, like Ed, Ed and Eddie. Wow, what shit. What garbage. Bro, my nose. Bro, my nose. Oh yeah. The moon enemies in Wound remind me of the blue minis from Yellow Submarine supplementary material. I don't even know what that is. I don't even know. I never watched any like fucking Beetle. I don't know what that like. I don't know what that looks like. I gotta look that up. Ugh. Huh? How did you say that? You said it and deleted your message? I mean, I feel like YouTube shouldn't be kindly to that message, you know. You know. Fantastic. Great game. Fantastic video game. For you, the art is literally Pizza Tower, but McPig practice digital art for long enough to be confident. I feel like it's a little different. It feels a little more, I don't know, fast and loose. Like it feels sort of a little more freeform and like shitty, I guess. But like, you know, that makes sense because like, again, it is like a lot of frames of animation. I wonder if it has like about as many frames as Pizza Tower or less. Because I remember McPig being very like, you know, next game I make, every fucking animation will have 3 frames each. But they would be very, you know, detailed, rich frames. New IMSIM Mario, you can either get on top of the flagpole, the middle, or the bottom. So much player choice lets you tackle the problem in any way you want. That message like scrolled back up, but I also like live in a really shitty like little like middle of nowhere. I've seen like trans people like in school, like before I ended like school, and before, you know, even I like figured myself out. But like there is like very few to like none that like I ever see. The most that I've like seen is in that like little clinic, like in the little like center of town. You know, which makes sense because like that's a little place where like you go to like get HRT and shit. But yeah, I've barely like seen any, which you know, it's neat. Like it's neat to any extent, you know, have people like similar to you like on the internet and whatnot. But in real life, it like hits a little different. It's there was also like there was an air of jealousy, you know, because like this person was like dressed really well and there I was like boy moding, but what a terrible word. Not just that, but also like there was another like little trans person in there, and I don't know if they knew each other or I don't know, they just like went to the same school or some shit, but like they were talking to each other about like, I don't know, going to college or like getting a job or something. I don't know, they were talking about something. I was like, I try not to like peek into like other people's conversations. I think I was talking to my grandma, but I was like, fuck, why can't I like talk and like make friends? Literally just like modding like in there, you know, because like I didn't like start conversation. This other one looked scary though. They were very punk. I didn't actually know like if they were like trans mask or what. So like here I am like not assuming anything, like just like as neutral as like I can. But ow, they were very punk and they scared me. They leered at me. They didn't really, but like they had a mean look in their face. Which, you know, is fair in this like day and age. What a great fucking pleasure to be playing the Cellar. What a fantastic thing. It's great. Just great. You can jump on the Goomba's head or find a Koopa to use to kill it or get the risk of damaging yourself in the process. That could be the next big thing. ImSim Mario? It's so weird. People call Bioshock an ImSim. Can you fucking believe that? people call Bioshock, which is like a linear, mild exploration, survival horror. Wow, survival horror sort of like, you know, like it is an immersive game. Like you get immersed in being in rapture, like being scared and shit. But I don't know what the fucking immersive sim is supposed to be if Bioshock can be one and Mosalina and Spelunky can be one. Like it's supposed to indicate that you can get immersed in the game and like solve problems from like any little direction. But people also just use it for an immersive game where you can immerse yourself in the like story and world. But that's every video game ever. By their definition, every game is an immersive sim. Every game that has a story and a fucking environment is an immersive sim. You can't be that loose with your definition. Which is why I don't even bother like trying to understand this like immersive sim thing. It's like just stupid. I really don't care. It's the same as like people that are like, oh, the difference between roguelike and roguelite is this and that. I don't care. I really don't care. It doesn't matter. It's just a fucking roguelike at the end of the day. It has like little random elements, even maybe if like it keeps some progression between like runs. I don't give a shit. Like this game is like, I guess, not a true roguelike because like you like have the item unlocks and shit. It's not like every single run is its own self-contained thing, but it's just a boring game. Like by definition, most raw roguelike you can have is a boring game with no sense of progression and like just stupid. Spelunky, I guess, gets really close to being a pure roguelike because like everything that you gotta do in that game is contained into one run, you know, like you gotta do all of this stuff, like get all the unk and like the secret shit in one run. And like if you die, you gotta restart, and it's all based on your skill at playing the game with like, you know, the tools given to you. It's like that's the closer like to a real roguelike, to a pure breed roguelike, I guess. But yeah, technically this would be like a roguelite, but like who gives a shit? Just call it a roguelike and stop being like a pretentious fucking pansy. Is that word evil to say nowadays? Probably ain't. It's fine. It's funny too. it's so like, it's cute, but like me like asking my grandma, like, you know, like she talked to the little like cool, like the nonchalant like trans person for a bit. I assumed, you know, like enough to like learn their like preferred gender, which I think it was, you know, like feminine, but despite like, you know, like getting this fucking person's like life story and like conversating for like 20 minutes, my grandma still was like not like still, you know, like not certain of like gendering her right, which is like funny because like she's, you know, she's supportive, she's just missing that one little part, even with this like complete fucking stranger in the street. I thought it was like kind of funny. I find it funny that like the person like humored her. I feel like if a fucking random old person like in the like out there like spoke to me, I would be like, huh? I would be scared. Slashers and beat 'em ups are still made in at the same pace. One game per millennia. I saw there's a video by Yahtzee, that's the name, that was like beat 'em ups are in Arrested Development, which I have no fucking idea what Arrested Development even means, but I guess the video was talking about how like beat 'em ups are like a dying breed and like no longer really what like they started out as or something because of the new Scott Pilgrim game or some shit. Yeah, I don't know, I don't watch that thing. Again, I only watched the Yahtzee Silk Song review like by, I just like found it randomly on the internet, and I thought it was funny that this little Britoid gave up on the game because he got bored by the long elevator section before Lace 2. Like he was like, this is when I gave up on the game. And it's like, oh, I don't know if like I call this, like I usually review games as very bland or very like good or very bad. But this game, I don't even know where to place it because it frustrates me so much. And I thought it was funny that like this, you know, like little stupid big figure in like little, I guess, reviewing community circles Even that fucking person didn't like Silksong's difficulty because it's an annoying shit game. I thought that was very funny at the time when I was like still, you know, like molding about Silksong and like looking up Silksong stuff on YouTube to mold more. What a dog shit video game. I really am excited for that DLC, but like what a fucking awful experience that game was, front to back. Truly nasty. Also, I raised the volume of the music. I really, you don't need me to explain why, right? You hearing this shit? Oh, I thought it was very nice. Wyatt like sent me that Cowboy Bebop song that sounded just like Feline Invader, and he said that like he had seen Vinny play Mugenics, and like even though the game wasn't his bag, he liked the music. He said the music, what is it? The music smacks his cock around, which is so fucking true, frankly. Wow. It's a really, again, no matter what like you think of the, you know, shit aesthetic of Mugenics, or the shit humor and writing of Mugenics, or the shit gameplay of Mugenics, you cannot take away that the music is like truly like it's a keeper, and not like the Isaac character. You love when old people talk to you if it's something interesting. I don't think I've ever like had that like of like a random old person talk to me ever, but I like it. This again, this item is so fucking common. I likely would like not engage. I don't like old people. I have no faith in this run. It's pretty boring at it. Disabled old lady talked to you when you're walking home from school. She was saying, if you want to do something, do it now. You think about her? That's crazy. I remember at some point, you know, I do remember one interacting with old person experience, which is like at some point me and my mom were doing something in the front yard. I think we were like cleaning the, you know, like cleaning the front yard or something of the sort, and a random fucking old man was like on our gate, like again completely random, didn't know us, wasn't friend of the family, no one, just a random nobody. And he was talking about Jesus and how like you should believe in Jesus or else, you know, you go to hell and whatnot. It's not exactly what he was saying, but essentially, you know, he was just talking about Jesus. And also like recently another time that I was going to like the pharmacy or the little clinic, just on the bus, I heard like seemingly an old man talking to a younger man and saying like, yeah, I feel really bad for people that don't believe in Jesus, like they're going to hell and shit. And I was like, ooh, man, that's really cool. I wonder if they even knew this younger guy they were talking to, or if this was just like a random fucking person they engaged. And I kind of like put myself in their shoes, like, wow, I'm really glad that I'm not the random fucking person this old, like, I'm not the random person this old fucking decrepit freak decided to talk about Jesus to. I'm glad for that every day. Ouch. Oh, I had the high priestess. Oops. It's quite alright. Fuck you, Gertie. Junior, big, I don't know what the fuck this one is. Wow, shit. Cool. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, shit. You think told you this on a previous stream? You need to go to a gay bar. Lua, you know, that's a very nice sentiment, but I don't think there's any around here. I live in a very shitty little, like, nothing place. I don't think there is any, like, I don't think there is a fucking, I don't think there's a fucking queer scene in here. Maybe in that, like, maybe in that little, like, you know, like, town place, there is, like, the center. Maybe there is, like, a scene there, but here, there isn't. There is nothing here. If there is, it would be very, like, very underground, and, like, I would have no way to go and find it. Lesbian bar. I really like the Simpsons lesbian bar joke. It's a very good joke. The where, you know, like, Homer is in the fucking lesbian bar and he's like, wait a second, there's no fire escape here. Or he's like, something's wrong. There's no fire escape here. I'm leaving this place. These women, like, what is it? Like, these women want to fucking die. He doesn't say fucking. He's Homer Simpson. But, and then when he leaves, like a random fucking background Lasman says like, "Who was that butch?" or some shit like that. And that's a classic Simpsons layered joke, where like the joke keeps going on for a couple of lines. It's pretty good. Ugh. Good. Bob's brain sucks. I have noticed that now. It's a trans girl in your college who use the niche indie artist you like song in an animation, but you never befriended her. Betrayed and befriended. Never befriended her, which is kind of fucked up. Isn't that like life? You know, like seeing a cool person and like not acting upon like talking to them and then being like, fuck. I had seen like an old like school friend coming back from like or you know, like when I was coming back from like groceries the other day, and from afar I kept just kind of like squinting to see if he really was him, because it really looked like him from afar. It looked like a fucking vampire, because that's what he looks like. And as he got close, I like my squint turned into like sort of like a little devious glare, and he just like laughed, and I, you know, as I like stared him very intensely, which is funny a little bit, I guess. You're playing a Jet Set Radio fan game. There's gonna be a lesbian area where everyone is Hatsune Miku, but Ulala is there drunk and confused. That's really cool. Wasn't there a Jet Set Radio game called like Butterfly or some shit? What happened to Butterfly? I remember like seeing it, you know, like looking up like Jet Set Radio type games, and that game came up like a couple times, but I never like saw anything like come of it. I think I might also have like a fake memory about this, but I thought there was like a Brazilian Jet Set Radio game that's like, you know, like based off little like Brazilian like architecture, which sounds like a cool idea. I was thinking about that when I was like on the bus like recently, that like the sort of like I don't know, you know, the Jet Set Radio staple is bus terminals, but like when I was like near a bus terminal, I was like, wow, could like make a cool Jet Set Radio thing like based on these like kind of places. You know, not that our bus terminals are like super different, but Brazil is already a very graffiti-ish sort of like, not punk, but I don't know, everyone is very poor and sort of like I don't know, everyone sort of like is very prone to like gambit, like very prone to like bullshit improvisation, like, you know, like architecture or like, you know, like doing shit. And I feel like that aesthetic could work out pretty cool for a Jet Set. There was also like Clear Skies or whatever, High Skies. The one little Jet Set Radio game that was like on a Sage event, I think it was 2023, where it had like a Persian aesthetic, Persian, you know, like Persia. It was like a little Persian thing, like roller skating around and like double jumping and shit. That game looked fun. It was on the Unreal Engine, and I couldn't play it because it was on the Unreal Engine. But it looked really cool, and I haven't seen anything about that anymore, like in a long ass time. Like they haven't really posted anything. I hope that like it isn't just like abandoned forever. It might be, but I wish it wasn't, because it was cool. I remember Azura playing that on a really old, it's like what, a year ago, 2 years ago. Azura playing that on like VC, when like we still had like the bigger like VC zone. And it was a fun memory, like her playing that game. You know, 9-Inch Nail, not too bad, not too bad. It's like at least like a considerable amount of damage, so that like you can kill things like quickly, so you're not like too bored by the gameplay, you know. It really, it's so, it's such a weird The Fool's moment The way that Jabroni Mike streams, you know, everyone and their mom like points out like, wow, he sure does pause a lot. He's never fucking playing the game, but you gotta give it to him. He does talk, and he does like get through the thing he's saying. When you're trying to talk and play a video game, seldom does that ever happen. So really, he's the smart one, really. And also, he has an audience that will watch him with the game pause for like 40 minutes, which like that's a big bit of jealousy right there. Big beat Mario. I got hit, by the way. I don't know if anyone noticed that. Ow. Dog shit game. Sucks. Really sucks. Sucks. I don't know. I entered here. Cool. Have I Oh, cool. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it's good. Yeah. It's fucking Peeper again. The caves bosses really suck. This is when the game starts like... It's really exactly... Well, I guess Caves is World 2. I always forget that. I think it's World 3 always, but... Caves is where this game starts getting really annoying. Like, it really starts getting its shitty face on, I guess. Can I show you guys something cool? I was just reminded of it real quick. Briefly. I'll pull it up. As soon as I, you know, beat Peeper. I keep thinking that his piss is creep, which I don't think he really is. I don't think, yeah. I don't think, I really don't. Oh my god. Wow, fun. Alright. Let me just like... I found this the other day. Yeah. It's loading. It's Whoa! It's working. It's working. Ah. Is it? Okay. All right. I wonder if this is most definitely not copyrighted. Let me just like. Cartoon mischief. Wait, the music. Oh my god. Look at the little fucking stupid thing doing the Gangnam Style. Ew. Ew. This really sucks. Ew. This is disgusting. I was like looking up like I was looking up I think the blob like thing of like the one Britney Spears song being in the game, and I found that by accident. No sound alert. I turned the sound on eventually. Really cool, really cool stuff. Just wanted to like share that with the class. You don't want to see that again. Hello, Poco. This is good, actually. This is no good. Alright. I can't be bothered for the secret room. I don't know. That game's still being worked on. Their social media got revived recently. On Blue Sky, I bet. Like, not actually on Twitter. Because, you know, Twitter is like super Hitler hell. That's cool. Actually, I didn't actually read. Butterfly is the spiritual successor. It's being released as 3 episodes. That's really weird. I hate episodic releases. I hate it. Super Hitler hell. I mean, kinda is. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Another like thing about this like vague trans person that I met is they had like little you know, like the little patch thing that like you get when you get like a vaccine or like a you know, syringe on you, like a little a little circular, you know, little like patch, a little band-aid or whatever. She had like 3 of those around her face, and I was wondering like, what the fuck is that? You know, I didn't ask. Figured it would be impolite, but like, I was really curious. Is that acupuncture or something? What is that? What's that all about? I meant to like ask my grandma, like, by any chance did you like find out why she had that on her face? But alas, I didn't do it. So we'll never know. All good. It's like a Mario Flash parody game name. Super Hitler Hell? I'll give that a plus 1.5. Ow. Oh, what a boring game. Oh. Okay. I really think nothing will be achieved today. Nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Wait, why am I playing Isaac? As in, why am I playing the video game Binding of Isaac? This thing could be cool. You die a lot, apparently now. Like, you die a lot as this fucking thing. Let's see. Where is the sound for you? How could you be hearing me, but not hearing, like, the fucking, all the inky ladies or whatever? That's not how that works. When will you switch to a functional platform? I mean, I thought about switching to Twitch when, you know, YouTube was like terrible, but it's just as bad, really. I'm hungry. Fuck. I finished the chocolate cake, by the way, if anyone's interested. I finished it. Big chocolate cake. Ate it in 3 days. Yummy. Alright. So, Lazarus, right? You die, I think. You die. You die a lot. I gotta die in the first floor. Every floor you die, and then you revive. And then you're stronger. That's it. I never played this little shitty character because it's really boring. Just like Samson, just like Eve, just like Magdalene, they're all extremely fucking boring. Which is funny because I would like to say that, you know, that's like less of a problem in eugenics, but no. Most of the classes in that game are not fun to play whatsoever. Mage sucks. Tinkerer sucks dick. What else is even there? Anything that isn't like Butcher, Hunter, which is like Hunter is the best one of all. Butcher, Hunter, Fighter, Tank, Cleric. Those are the ones that you actually want to use. This Psychic and shit suck. I had a one run of a Psychic and like 2 of a Druid. They're shit. They're just pure tripe. Ooh. I do think it's kind of funny that like every fucking person I've seen like have footage of them killing the Tormentor or whatever. They do it with a Druid in their team. Vinny had a Druid in his team when he beat that boss. The like popular little YouTube upload of fighting the Tormentor has a Druid. I first beat that thing with a Druid and like a billion squirrels. It's really not a very hard boss, the Tormentor. It's certainly a lot less annoying than the Man in the Moon and even the Crater Maker. But frankly, the Bunker and the Hell Path are super boring. I really don't like those. Like, something about the Bunker is like too cramped and like annoying and like boring. And exact same with Hell. I don't know, something about them don't hit right. And even though I like, Alone in the Dark quite a bit, the Hell song I really kind of like slept on. It's good, Down of the Devil is good, but I didn't really care that much about it. Now this is just getting plain gross. Where is my game? Where is my game? Where is my game? Ugh. One more minute. Oh my game designer from California, and these are my characters. Yeah, no, I mean, they're bad in eugenics, but like, fucking like Magdalene, Lazarus, Samson, they're such fucking shit. And you know, it's not like Bethany's fine, I guess. I like Angel Rooms, but and then you know, you get to like the not boring characters in this game, which are just replace the boring with annoying. It's like, you know, Isaac through Lazarus, boring, and then you know, like Bethany whatever, and like, you know, Jacob and Esau is just like fucking penicular. And you know, The Lost is penicular, and then a bunch of the tainted characters are penicular. Really not a good game. Really just like a bad video game that should not be played, especially by me. Alright, who that? Alright. So, when do I die? Should I die to these fucks? I guess not. I should die to like sacrificing to that. Wow. Sacrificing to the sacrifice run. Yeah, that. Wow, I love... these two are, like, also, like, surprisingly, like, an annoying boss. Again, because they can dash directly into your direction, also creep everywhere. It's really not good. Again, it's like, these first floor bosses are deliberately, you know, very, like, dumb. But they're really annoying to your, like, basic attacks at the side of, like, the runs in the game. Like, these bosses, they don't do a lot, but it takes so fucking long to kill them with your, like, shitty little, like, initial tiers that, it just sucks. It's just fucking terrible. Okay. Hunter's busted. It's not even in an interesting way. The range abilities. Dr. Dan was talking about it. It's very, like... It's very strange, like, how many rows they give the Hunter. It's like, the Hunter can be, like, so many things. Like, the Hunter can be, like, a fucking, like, minions class. Should I do this? On the off chance that, like, I get this, I guess? Okay. Like, the Hunter can be, like, a minion spawner with the pooters and shit. It can be a minion spawner, it can be just like a sniper, just like a damage based. It can be a trap setter. It has so many, like, things it can do. But, like, you barely get to engage with that because, you know, it's, like, random which abilities you're gonna be getting. So, like, in some runs you might get, you know, like, cool traps, but you don't get the passive that makes the traps, like, you know, like, really good or whatever. You might have the useless, like, pooter shit. Stuff like the Druid should be that class. Like, the Druid should be the one summoning all the littles and, like, you know, like, attacking enemies, like, from afar with, like, summons and shit. Not the Hunter. Like, the Druid can do that, but they spend more fucking time with the Druid's, like, gimmicks. Instead of, like, you know, like, spawning, like, summons, it's more about transforming into forms, which, like, what the fuck are you talking about? It felt like they wanted to, like, each class to, you know, sort of, like, have a branching, like thing they can do. So, like, Druid can be a transformer or it can be a summoner, but, like, the summoning of the Druid is shit. So, like, you have to do the transforming, because, like, otherwise it's shit, you know? It's so utterly, like, it's baffling. Like, take some shit out of the Hunter and put it in the other one to make the other one more viable. Like, it's really not difficult. I mean, it's a little difficult to, you know, design it, but the idea isn't difficult. Fucking game made in, like, 13 years. Really, really stupid. Really dumb. And then, like, I don't even know what the fuck they were, like, trying to do with the Tinkerer. It's just pure tripe. There is that Pokego again. Okay. So am I supposed? Am I to die in this floor as well? I have a lot of soul heart. Do I still want to die, even though I have a lot of soul heart? Because, like, you know, that's what this little man does. He gets the death, and that gives him damage up, which is a repentance thing also. You like the shared archetypes? It just feels like favoritism. Like, yeah, every single run needs to have a cleric, needs to have a hunter, like needs to, you know what I mean? Like, for specifically for getting the unlocks in the game, every fucking, like, every, like, other gimmick, like, Necromancer. Necromancer is, like, a cool class in, like, theory, and, you know, I like them because it's, like, a little gothic zombie cat, but, like, it's so bad. It's such a shit fucking awful class that's not good to use. You gotta do really specific plays for it to be a viable strat. And it's not like you can just make a team of, like, whatever you want. It's not like you can do a team, like, oh, this is my team of a psychic, necromancer, monk, or whatever. I get that, you know, it's like, oh, it's like D&D, you gotta build your deck of cats to, like, make sense with each other. It's like synergy of, like, the cats you're using, but, like, I don't know. I feel like a good game like that, you could just, like, kind of, like, do whatever you want. It's like fucking Plants vs. Zombies. You can technically, like, do whatever bullshit fucking, like, plant strategy you want in that game, and you can't do whatever you want in Mugenics without, of course, you know, like, gaming the breeding system so that your cat has, like, 15 stats all across the board, which you need to spend, you know, like, 40 hours in, like, the breeding, like, mini-game part of the game to get the cats in, like, a good place, which sucks and isn't fun. It's boring. It's not the main gameplay of the game. Like, I get wanting to have, you know, a bit of, like, you know, the Mugenics part of Mugenics, but, like, it being such an arduous, boring process to do in that game, it's just literally a detriment to it, like, all the way through. It's just, like, it just makes it worse for it, like, all around. Kill the baby. Kill the baby first. The baby sucks. This baby is fucking Satan. Like, the way this baby floats when it's, like, without the Thunderhead is, like, fucking disgusting. It's like, it's like Isaac physics. It's this, like, weird fucking, like, physics momentum fucking ragdoll. Like, do you see the way that, like, my tears make it, like, fucking tip around just a little bit? It's shit. Tinkerer is shite. Yeah, seemed that way. I mean, I you know, I didn't discard the possibility that I just didn't have a good Tinkerer, but, like, the first Tinkerer I had was actually pretty okay. It was like the first one had, like, a little thing where, like, it could give itself tech, like, at any moment, like, or, you know, it could, like, give itself tech, then build, and it would, like, build rocket, like, launchers and shit. The second Tinkerer I had couldn't do shit. It couldn't do anything at all. Like, I am not exaggerating. It had zero things to do in my little team, and that's, like, a really common thing in that game is dead weight. Like, many of, like, the classes and the cats you get, they would just be an actual fucking detriment to your, like, game. Like, literally, would be better to kill them off to get the better level ups and shit. Because they're just, like, doing nothing. They, like, the RNG rolls won't give them anything good. Like, it won't give them good passives or good actives, you know, like, good ability. It won't give them anything. Because, like, that's what happens when your game is, like, entirely reliant on fucking luck. Again, I guess at least this game, you know, Isaac is somewhat, like, dependent on your skill and, you know, you being able to, like, play with these dog shit controls. You can, you know, you don't need to get lucky necessarily if you're just, like, really good. In Mugenics, you just gotta get really lucky, or, again, play the game for, like, 100 hours plus to get the, you know, to get, like, the like, good cats and shit. Which is not very fun if you're, like, a normal human being who isn't a fucking decrepit, rotting old boomer like Edwin McMillan. Because, like, that's what his every video game is. Meat Boy spent 100 hours learning these little, like, 5-second levels, and, like, you know, End is Nice, same thing. Like, learn these, like, fucking, like, trillion spike, frame perfect, wait for a platform within 15 seconds exactly, like, little trials. Also, like, you have, like, 500 extra lives, fuck you, or, you know, Legend of Bumble, similar sort of, you know, like, tactical bullshit to Mugenics, but on, like, a very much smaller scale. This game, you know, like, scrape every single flaw of what it's worth, like, fucking min-max the shit out of it, and, like, don't get unlucky. It's like, I hate the way this fucking man designs his games. It's like, it truly is like fucking Derek Yu, like old fucking boomer, like, yeah, my game needs to be hard. It'll be like epic and hard. Nobody can fucking play it except the few people who can like put in like 1,000,000 hours into it and learn how to play it. And it just makes everyone that plays this game, even the people who aren't like complete bastard dickheads about it, just come off as like assholes. Cue me playing this game with Poku. I really don't like playing this game with Poku. It makes me sad. He's too mean. I just hate video games like this, where it's like a really cockular challenge that like very few people, in quotations, because a lot of people play Isaac, like very few people are willing to like go through all the way through, and the few people who do get all the way through just say like skill issue when you don't play like the game right, and it makes me want to behead them. But good. But yeah, it's actually a pretty decent Lazarus run we got going here, eh? Would be a shame if it were to be flushed away. I'm not mean. You give advice and I tell you to die. I do that. But like your advice is like bad though. Bad though. Don't find the breeding too tedious. You don't interact with it too much aside from stats. That's the thing. I feel like have you fought Hitler 3 yet in that game? I feel like fucking like late game stuff in that game, like God and Hitler 3, they must require like an annoying amount of like fiddling with your cat's genes, because they're like so like the challenge is so tedious. Like the Hitler fight literally forces you to go into exhaustion. Like it's a fight that lasts like 20 fucking turns because it's like every mini boss in the game, and they don't disable the exhaustion mechanic during it. That sounds fucking annoying. Like you need to have really good cats in that to stand a chance, I assume, and that's not fun. I don't know what to say. It really just is not. No more hero. I haven't found shit in this yet. Oh, there it is. Almost got hit. What I guess this my tears are good right now because I died as a little thing at the side of the run, eh? It's actually like, this is just Isaac but better, like Isaac the character but better, because you know, right now Isaac doesn't have the D6. The fuck is this? Nah. Okay. When I told me Hitler had 3 summons. Hitler had 3 summons. The minimum. Oh, when I said like, what the fuck are these robo bosses for? Like I kept seeing the wiki, the robo versions of the mini bosses in the game. It's like Robo Fenrir, Robo Marshmallow and shit. I was like, what the fuck are these for? And Dr. Dan was like, oh, that's for the Mecha Hitler fight. And I was like, what the fuck? Oh, it's Satan. Kill it. Now, this is the boss that's really bad, because it does that. And it can do that. That little... Yeah, it can do that right there. That's why this boss sucks. It's because it can do that. It's because it can do that. Any boss that can do that, you don't like that. We don't like that. I'm gonna teleport out of this place and fuck this up. Oh. 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 Oh, good. We're having cubes of meat. Oh, did I just... Oh, I got a luck down. Okay. Yeah, pretty bad, pretty like terrible, pretty shit. You know, it's really it's very egregious of Edmund games, but it's not exclusive to them. You know, obviously, I despise Silksong for a similar reason. That like it's a game with such a high entry barrier. You know, it's like you gotta spend so long like practicing the game, and even then, the game doesn't give you like official like methods of practice like that well anyway. The reason that I like was able to practice like Silksong combat was because of like the mods. Like modding the game so that you can refight bosses allows me to like learn it a little bit. But that's not, again, that's not in an official like method to the game. You're just supposed to like play the game, like replay the game at 1 trillion hours to like learn all the little ins and outs of like the flying enemy AI, and which, you know, makes a first playthrough absolute like dog shit. Cue like absolute cinema image, but saying absolute dog shit. Terrible. Sucks. That's gotta be the reason that I barely play video games. Like, besides the games that I already play, you know, besides the games that I already know and stuff, I really don't play a lot of games. I think it's just because of, like, a lot of games are like that you just gotta, like, spend too fucking long for it to be any fun, frankly. And, like, you know, casual games are always, like, super cozy farm, too, and stuff like that, which is not much better either. Fuck. And again, you know, this game is like, this is probably the worst game that I like give the light of day to, like just about the worst. Because again, it's like a Pikmin situation where I've seen so much of this game, like in the theory, like watching the game be played, that I'm like, I can do that. I know the rules. I know how to do it. But when, again, this game is like skill-based and it controls like shit, so knowing the theory of the items is like meaningless if you can't, you know, do the combat, which I mostly cannot. So like, I feel really particularly frustrated by this, the same way that like I felt like I should know how to play Pikmin back then, but I didn't. So I was just kind of like stuck in this like halfway mediocre, halfway like nowhere state. But it's certainly a lot more putrid with this game. To one might even say an unhealthy degree, is like, you know, like my many attempts to like play this game are really not good for me. And you're right, you onto something. But I don't know, you're just right. I shouldn't play it. I shouldn't be playing this. The Mugenics music though, it's like, either I play Mugenics to hear the Mugenics music, or I play this to hear the Mugenics music. And again, I can't play Mugenics right now because no one's modded quality of life into the game. It's like literally the like, what is the like antonym of like quality of life? That's that game. It's like, I guess, what is the antonym of quality? Ow. Mediocrity of life, I guess that game is. It's real bad. It's a really like, it has no fucking like meeting the player halfway through. Like, you have to work with the shitty menus, you have to work with the shitty RNG, you have to work with like the esoteric like fucking like what is it called, obtuse mechanics. Like, you have, like, you cannot, the game does not meet you halfway, which is shit, of course. Oh, I hate varicose veins. Just because it looks like enemy projectiles are about to hit you and it's annoying. I hate that item. I shouldn't have gotten that. I need to blow my nose again. Org. This is starting to hurt. Yeah. You can tell they went from top to bottom when they designed each class. Some are over-designed. Well, later on they ran out of gimmicks for later classes. When I first heard that the monk, or what is it called, the monk? When I heard that the monk had a gimmick where it switches stances, I was like, that sounds annoying, that sounds complicated. I think like deliberately, like the most complicated classes, Butch does not explain to you. Like, he's just kind of like, oh yeah, here's the monk, he's kind of cool, figure it out. Which is, you know, funny because like that's the class you actually want to hear a fucking tutorial for, because it's like complicated and they don't give you, which is like epic joke, dude. But like, when I heard like, oh, the monk can switch stances and blah blah blah, I thought it was like really gimmicky, and like it was gonna be really gimmicky and like weird and like sort of specialized. Like, you couldn't, you know, like do broad stuff with it, it had to be very specific. And then I watched Bernie Mike play the game for a little bit with a monk, and no, it's just like the most bare bones thing you'd expect. It's like the monk can have like a melee attack, or it can switch stance into the like projectile stance, and it just like, uh, guess what? Shoots projectiles. It's like, what? That's the most fucking boring way to do that possible. What is that? I don't know. Feels under, like, underexplored. I don't know. Again, I barely like care about the I barely care about the gimmicky classes. Like the non-gimmick classes were all the ones that I used all the time. I guess do this. Oh yeah, the book. It's fine. It's worth it for like the survivability, I guess. Even though I really hate the cube of meat and all those things. Pretty shit. My speed feels weird, and my tier speed too. Fuck off, Littles. This fucking music is not particularly fitting, but you know, when you're modding music into Isaac, none of it is gonna be fitting because this game is a very particular little fucking D&D like aesthetic. And, you know, like using like Meat Boy soundtrack and this nice soundtrack, none of it quite fits the same as, you know, the original soundtrack for this. But who cares? Because the soundtrack mostly sucks. I can just go. Nah. Edmund Premium Touch. Say you want to avoid the mistakes you made before and repeat them again. It's so funny to people saying like, wow, Edmund didn't fix Delirium, but he like put it in a new game and it works now. And it's, you know, the fucking Chaos God, which like, yeah, that's your like fantastic like Delirium like execution. Seems pretty lame to me. I mean, the music is good, you know. Ow! Also terrible design. Oh. This is the last run. Also, I've decided that. Cause it hurts. Everything hurts. I kinda don't gaff that there's no hearts around. It's nothing for me here. Can't even blow shit up. Cause no, like barely any bombs. No keys and bombs this run, I've been noticing. Like no luck with that. It's like withholding them from me. Ow. Ow. Very cool, like, creep enemies. Very fun. Everything is falling apart. Nope. I was like pretty much like I think sleeping for like half of the bus trip, like the way back home. But it's the, you know, it's like bus sleep where it's like you sleep a little bit, then you wake up and you go like, huh, I'm sleeping, and you know, I just kept doing that. But when I was awake, I was thinking of that song of Chaos, because it's a catchy song. It's also like it's so like it's such a waste. Like it's such a waste that all the like good like storytelling, quote unquote, in Mugenics is like through like music form. Like the actual little like story they set up for Mugenics is like so shit. Like it's so dumb, but like they do interesting things with it in the music. Like the whole thing of like Dr. Beanie's like little life mirroring Magdalene O'Moria's life and blah 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 blah. Like that is, I guess it could be executed well, but it wasn't. And like the most you get out of that like aesthetic choice of the player character being Magdalene is the really cool, you know, like Chaos song where like it's about Isaac dying and Dr. Beanie's cat dying. But beyond that, all you get is a shitty fucking like ham-fisted scene of Beanies at the very final moment of the game saying like, remember your name, Magdalene O'Moria, God took Isaac from you, and it's like the fucking shittiest DeviantArt writing you've ever seen in your entire life. And I don't think it was worth it. I don't think it's worth like connecting that game to Isaac like this far for like just again one cool song and nothing else. One cool song and the kind of funny visual of, you know, like Isaac's shitty mother like guiding a little like team of cats through like hell and shit, because that is a funny visual. But like They did nothing with it. Omoria. That's her name, Magdalene Omoria. Omoria? I don't know. Omoria? I don't know. I don't know how that name is said. I'm not American. America. But yeah, really, really bad. It could have been cool. It could have been neat, I guess. They didn't have to do it. They didn't have to connect to anything. Dr. Beanie's story about like Stacy and shit, and you know, like destroying God out of like sorrow for his little dead cat. That like ties in with the themes of, you know, cats and shit in the game. It sure didn't need the Isaac part, even a little bit. It's really just there as a like cool callback, like, oh, remember? It's bad. It's not good. And people are like, wow, the story is like so like intricate and cool. And it's like, no, not really. Not really. Like I like some of the story stuff, but most of it is very very underbaked and not good. That was undodgeable, by the way. That was unavoidable damage. Did you see that? Those two enemies there? Because they can only be hit from the back. There was nothing I could have done about that. That's really cool. I wonder how many rooms in this game are actual unavoidable damage, like straight up, even in like, or you know, not even like, you know, for tasks you could probably like you could probably avoid it, but how many rooms are like guaranteed damage if you just like see them? Like how many rooms in the game are like that? Moria, Magdalene or Moria? It's still same shit. Bolt of lightning fucks you up. Very goo goo gaga, but the voice that talks into your ear makes it hard for you to listen to it. Too scary. That's scary. That's scary to like even think about. No, it's okay. There's no shame. Oh, I do like it. I do like how, you know, I do like how the Chaos God is like talking to you in the music and sort of like threatening you with like various like levels of pestilence. It's fun. I like the one that's like, you know, like swarm of locusts, pesky little tiny bugs. It's you know, it's like there's another song in the game, what is it, Calamine's Movies, that sang in a sort of similar way. I wonder what that style of singing is, where like the first voice says something and then the secondary voice like responds to them, you know, sort of call and response, because they do that in Calamine's Movies as well. I think it's Calamine, the name. It's cool. It's a cool style of singing. I wonder if he has a name. It's like, you know, in Calamine's Movies they say like, I forget the lyrics, but it's similar. It's like the little, you know, like the little cat, like spread disease, so much ease, and then the little other, like the little main cat like sings back to the choir, and it's saying, I wonder if it was like intentional, the similarity. Also, a very funny thing is, I didn't know this, but I didn't know this, but oh shit, Golden? When? What's it called? Humanicide, that song in that game, that song was written before the future had its like Nazi theme like done. Like that song was entirely written when the future was originally just gonna be like a sort of generic like Jetsons turned evil. Like it was just gonna be like, oh, the robots have turned humans into little blobs. When they like, you know, set in like the fucking Hitler theme, they just literally took the lyrics that are already written and made them German, which like in a weird way kind of works, because like, you know, the idea that like this future is corrupted because of like Nazis, it's like the music, it's like, what's it called? There's like a response to like a comment that I made that like puts this well. It's like many of the lyrics in that song don't rhyme because they're in German, but it doesn't rhyme because it's in German is the entire theme of that world. It's like this little sort of like hedonistic future would be cool if it wasn't, you know, like owned by Nazis. Like it's the lyrics not like conforming to the you know, like not conforming to the rhyming scheme because it's in German. It feels fitting in a way because, you know, it's the whole point of the little world that everything sucks because Nazis. It's kind of like they did in a somewhat like neat way, you know, like not changing the music too much and still making it kind of feel right. Honestly, if I didn't know that it wasn't written before like Hitler was added in, I wouldn't even like pay attention to the fact that it really has nothing to do with like the actual it really doesn't. The whole little world and that song don't really have much anything to do with Hitler at all, because it's like for the whole thing they have this theme of like robots taking over, but then also at the very end it's revealed that Hitler was like, you know, owning the robots too. Originally it was just gonna be the robots have, you know, like taken over Earth and they're just evil. That would be it. The boss would probably just be a robot, but then at some point they're like, oh, what if like Hitler's Must Die reference? If I didn't like know that it was like made like that, I wouldn't think anything of it. But yeah, knowing that that world's theme wasn't always like that, it does kind of make you feel like yeah, the music, it's really not very like it's really not in this. It's not in the same sense as like, you know, like the other lyrical songs in the game fit the era that they're in. But honestly, I'm even glad that they kept it like that. That they kept it as just like a vague song about like a little stupid blobby man singing about how bad this future is, then like, you know, changing the music to be like you know, like, what was that fucking like Adolf Hitler like rap battle? Like, I'm Adolf Hitler, I'm dope on the mic or whatever. Like, I'm glad that they didn't just do that, because that's a little bit more generic and tripe. I'm fine with it being just like a generic song about how much this future is bad, because it still fits and it's like a little bit less you know, unsubtle. It's already a really unsubtle game. Okay. Thought meant the music went hard sense. No, yeah, I figured she meant it's scary. It's like too scary to hear. I understand like being afraid of something sort of like irrationally, even if you like know that it's silly, is what is it called? Agamemnon Counterpart, that stupid YouTube video, like old internet, like little YouTube horror video, you know, called Agamemnon Counterpart. It's like a little, it's like found footage, like this is scary footage found in the future or whatever. It's like just a bunch of, it's just a bunch of distorted, it almost looks like AI images, but you know, before AI. It's just like it's a bunch of distorted images with sounds of laughter and screaming over it, and it is very stupid. Like, it is very like it reads like a modern day shitpost, but it does sort of unnerve me. It's just something about it. It reminds me of like nightmares that I've had, you know. It's not scary. Oh yeah? So just like, it's just uncomfy, like just uncomfy to hear the scary little whispering man. I see. Well, sorry for implying you're scared. Oh. You know, Flight would be cool. I hate Creep. I hate Creep by Radiohead or whatever. Who's that? Who are those again? The Book of Revelation is actually like pulling its weight of annoying meat cube. For you, that song is exhausting. 1,000 trillion things at once, which rocks, but makes your mind race too much. I mean, it's supposed to be chaotic, so you know. Ow! It works. I feel like the way that they made chaos chaotic is very fun, which is like, it's just very like out of sync with itself, even though it is still all on rhythm. Like, you know, think of like the part where the singer goes like, I think this part goes right here. It's like she sort of like slam poetry-ing the music, and it sounds, you know, like it sounds off sync, but it isn't. It's still in the like tempo or whatever. But it really gives off the idea of like sort of, oh good, it really gives off the idea of like, you know, disorder. It's cool. Disorder? What kind? Haha, anxiety? Haha. Alright. Oh, okay. What a boring run. Boring. Perfectly functional, perfectly boring. You don't get a shiver down your spine when you listen to Bolt of Lightning. You never know. Haha. What was it talking about? Feels like he wanted to make something more edgy in his game. Yeah, it's probably, it was like, oh, like this robot thing feels kind of like, I don't know, I'm not feeling it. And then he was like, you know what, Hitler, yeah. Which, great for him, really, like, great, really cool, man, really cool. It's not like, it's not funny, but the fact that they went for it, I'm somewhat disappointed. Oh good, I fucked up. You know what? Yeah. And yeah. Dickhead? What? Like, it's sort of like, I laugh at it, but I also like wince at the idea of like other people being like, this is the most brilliant like writing ever. Like the thing where, you know, like the clones attack with furrer swipes, you know, like Fury swipes from Pokemon, but they're furrer or whatever. And, you know, he shoots himself when he's at low health. He shoots his clones in the head, blah, blah, blah. It's not like super tripe, it's pretty tripe. And it just bothers me that people are gonna like be like, oh, this is game of the year, Hitler joke. I just hate that person. I just really hate that person a lot. That like hypothetical Edmund fan. Ow. These enemies suck. These poop enemies. Again, enemies that can just dash into your fucking direction are awful. Let's say it with me. Baby. Baby and cramped fucking arena that I can't dodge in. That's cool. It's like every time I remember that I'm like, every time I remember the game that I'm playing, I'm like filled with a fucking righteous fury. Every time I'm not like talking about cum and eugenics, I'm like, wow, this is a really bad game. Shit. Why did I do that? Dude. Oh yeah, also pretty cool, you know, back on the like cool clinic adventures is the little doctor said that like my the amount of testosterone, which like it's naturally like 300,000 mg something. Oh my god. mg thousand, no, what, 380 something like thousand little mgl or whatever, and so far it was halved to like 180, which is like, that's crazy. That's like neat. Yeah, it's just like the desired effect, I guess. it was a very like, it was a very stupid interaction, but I was like, you know, I guess like the idea is that eventually like the estrogen fully replaces the testosterone, and Dr. then said like, well, it is called the hormone replacement therapy. And I was like, you know what, you're true. It was just kind of like a stupid moment, a stupid brain moment, but it's very true. Alright, time for the worst boss in gaming history. Wow, I'm fast. And also like no what's it called, no ill effects like yet. You know, we hope it stays that way, but like no ill effects, no like no emotional instability outside of the normal, and no sickness, like, you know, one would imagine that, like, you know, altering one's like hormones in their body could kind of fuck up some things up, like some little, I don't know, cycles of the body, but nothing bad's happened yet, which, you know, don't jinx it, but it's pretty cool. The doctor said that like the intake is like the body is like taking well to the intake. It's crazy, pretty cool. At least one fucking, like, you know, W in this like bitch of an earth. I really don't understand. I really don't understand the rules of this boss. It's very annoying, and I hate it. He die. Ow, I didn't see the shadow. The shadow is like barely visible, because guess what? The fucking ground is gray. That's what happens when you have a gray fucking ground in your like game. You can't see. Yeah, this damage is not like, it's not very good, is it? I guess there's an audio cue when she's about to stomp every time, huh? You also can't fucking stay in front of the little doors because like her hand comes out. Such like, it's such an annoying boss. You can stand anywhere in the fucking room. Surrounded by damaging aura, the closest enemies are to Isaac, the more damage this aura deals to them. I actually take this. I hate this shield. It's lame. It's boring. Jesus. Survive the toilet wars. Yeah, congrats on that. That's really arduous, I've heard. You. Ah, my reward. Ugh. The music is the reward. If that wasn't clear, of course, it's the music. Huga Chaka. It's like that song. It's like that stupid Guardians of the Galaxy song. You know, Huga Chaka, Huga Chaka. Yeah, that one. I don't know the name of it. It's tripe like popular music. I don't listen to that. Shit. Oh, my nose. Oh. Yeah. I really, you know, I've been editing again. I really hate it when like I'm, you know, like editing a highlight and like a major moment that I want to like, you know, like capture in the highlight is like accentuated by me talking about something like dumb or otherwise worthless. Like I really hate that because it's like a waste of like it's a waste of like a little, you know, editing part. Like there was one specific part in the little Silk Song randomizer that like it's the end of the part where I was like naked for like 40 fucking minutes, you know, like Hornet like didn't have her fucking dress. And the moment that I get it, the moment that I get the dress back and, you know, the little saga ends, which, you know, I would like to have that part in there as like the little end point of that little small saga. It's like, oh, I got the dress, let's move on. The moment that I was talking about that, I was fucking talking about Vinny playing Mutagenics. I was talking about how he has like one really annoying cat gene in his game that goes like haha meow or whatever. And the very moment that I get the dress back in that, you know, part of the stream is when I'm talking about that fucking brain dead shit about Vinny's Mutagenics cat. It's just like so many like edits like just wouldn't make any sense. Like I'm talking about something so unrelated and so like truly fucking worthless that like it can't be included, but like the actual gameplay footage of that part is like important to the context of, you know, the rest of it. So it's like, do I put it in even though like I'm talking about something worthless and nothing? Do I just get rid of it? I usually just get rid of it. That's usually my go-to. I just get rid of it because if anything, it makes the video shorter. Like it helps to make things, you know, briefer. But I care about that. I care about that less, you know, with a stream like this that I'm never even gonna attempt to make into a little highlight because nothing interesting is happening. This is not an interesting game. So like here, I don't care about, you know, like talking about fucking Edmund's big balls, Hitler, big Hitler, and you know, Vinny. It doesn't really matter. I'm gonna die. Fuck. Ow. It's fine. It's Lazarus. Remember that? Remember Lazzy? Yeah, it's Lazzy. What? Well, that's it. That's it for non-Mutagenics, Isaac. Dog shit video game. Do I even play this more? I mean, what's the point? Truly, what the fuck is the point? Ow! I just wanted to do something after a long, boring day of like taking the bus and the car. This is so fucking loud. Of like taking like buses and whatnot. Some, you know, some fun conversation about how much the game design at play is dog shit, but not a very fun game. This presents a problem. Anyway, that's it. Goodbye. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all that. All that what? I don't know. Watching, I guess. Goodbye.